The more you uncover your sorrows, the more others might seek to harm you. While it's not inevitable, it's frequent for certain individuals to revel in your distress, or even escalate it. This penchant for cruelty and jealousy, regrettably, is widespread and can severely obstruct your development in various aspects of existence, whether professionally, among friends, or within the family. Hence, mastering the art of concealing your vulnerabilities might ultimately become your greatest asset. Visualize yourself as an oak during a tempest. The foliage may quiver and the twigs may bend, but the core stands firm, entrenched in the soil. This is the depiction of quiet endurance we aim to impart here. We'll discuss how displaying an unaffected demeanor towards both external and internal dilemmas can fortify you, where every obstacle fortifies your resolve to remain unshaken like the oak, pretending the turmoil around you doesn't faze you. You aren't ignoring the storm, but rather opting not to let the downpour drench you or the gale topple you. You will be learning to command your destiny, unwavering, robust, and tranquil amidst turmoil. In this presentation, we'll delve into 18 Stoic tenets from Epictetus, a distinguished philosopher you may already be familiar with. Moreover, I encourage you to explore self-awareness, where true strength isn't derived from the clamor of thunder, but from the quietude of the light that paves your way. Hence, in the upcoming moments, concentrate on the message and sidestep everyday interruptions. Before we begin, I would like to ask you to make sure you watch this video until the end, because every principle is important. Let's begin. 1. Hear more than you articulate. Have you pondered why we are endowed with a pair of ears but merely a single tongue? Epictetus believed this wasn't a mistake or mere happenstance, but a deliberate design. It's not to become enamored with our own discourse as much as to cherish the words of others. Advancement in life stems from absorbing the knowledge of those around us, not from the incessant echo of our own declarations. Thus, starting today, shift your focus towards heeding the narratives of those in your vicinity and diminish the emphasis on your long-held convictions. 2. Anticipate the most adverse outcomes. A primary source of dread and its ruinous effects is the belief that misfortunes are looming in our future. We agonize over possibilities like our offspring neglecting their education, being terminated from our jobs, our partners, admitting to infidelity and seeking a divorce, or facing dire situations like bankruptcy. Our concerns fluctuate daily, fearing one scenario today and another tomorrow. Life's journey, while offering its share of joy and positivity, also inevitably presents us with a series of challenges. Consequently, we find ourselves in a constant state of stress, triggered by varying concerns each day. Here, Epictetus introduces a radical yet practical approach. He suggests envisioning that all these dreaded events have already occurred. What could be more harrowing? By adopting this mindset, your soul will foster resilience and devise strategies to persevere with dignity and resolve. 3. Embrace failure as a necessary step towards advancement. We often go to great lengths to avoid being labeled as incompetent, but Epictetus proposes a different perspective. He suggests that being deemed a fool is one of the greatest things that can happen to an individual, as it paves the way for substantial personal and professional growth. This Stoic thinker emphasizes that triumph isn't born from an impulsive response, but is the culmination of a lengthy journey filled with trials and tribulations. It's through these missteps that we refine and eliminate the barriers hindering our path to greatness. 4. Recognize the perils of prosperity. The affluence we often seek carries a curse that few can escape. It's not merely about the individuals who suddenly appear, feigning camaraderie to gain from our wealth. wealth has the potential to alter individuals and seldom in favorable ways. Upon acquiring this sought-after asset, we find ourselves in possession of something previously unknown to us, and it is at this juncture that our spirit may start to corrupt, losing sight of the ethical principles we once held dear. 5. Avoid fixating on a singular aspiration. Thankfully, we are creatures inclined towards variety. There's no justification for anchoring all our aspirations to one singular dream, as its failure could be catastrophic. Thus, Epictetus advocates for the pursuit of multiple dreams, enhancing our likelihood of success manifold. 6. Continually be mindful that death is the ultimate terminus of our journey. This isn't a call towards negativity, but a reminder that all our endeavors and exertions inevitably lead to this end. With this awareness, we might begin to question the worth of dedicating decades of our finite existence to endeavors like home ownership, which, despite its significance, won't accompany us beyond life's threshold. Just as we carry essentials in our bag for daily use, like our phone, credit cards, and toothbrush, benefit could be found in keeping a small journal of these Stoic teachings. Through these principles, setbacks transform from misfortunes to lessons, life from an endless bounty to a precious, measured span, granting us a more grounded understanding of our existence and encouraging wiser use of our time. 7. Authentic affluence is found in a heart at peace. Through his Stoic lens, Epictetus had a unique perspective on joy, encapsulated in one of his notable quotes. A person of wisdom is one who doesn't anguish over the possessions they lack, but delights in those they possess. This insight extends beyond mere contemplation. It's guidance to cease our distress over the wealth we've yet to attain. As we indulge in lamentation for what's missing, we forfeit precious moments of bliss that could be spent in gratitude for our current blessings, which are far greater than we often realize. Consequently, the truly wealthy are those who are fundamentally content. 8. Embed modesty within your existence. Should you earnestly wish to acquire wisdom, it's crucial to acknowledge the gaps in what you presume to know. With this sentiment, Epictetus beckons us to embrace our humility, particularly within the sphere of education. Parading through life with the arrogance of perceived knowledge only serves to alienate us further from genuine enlightenment, which stems from accepting our utter lack of understanding about the subjects we seek to comprehend. By adopting a childlike perspective, replete with both a capacity for amazement and an eagerness to learn, we can truly expand our intellectual horizons. 9. Remorse is tantamount to an affliction. The narrow-minded point fingers at others. The average hold themselves accountable, but the enlightened perceive all forms of blame as folly. Drawing from Epictetus's wisdom, modern therapists now treat guilt as an emotion to be purged from our psyche. Triumphing over guilt means rejecting its game entirely. The allure lies in its simplicity. By assigning blame to others or ourselves, we neatly sidestep the duty to amend our errors. Hence, succumbing to it is a temptation not easily resisted. Only those fortified by a resolute will to improve can evade the snares of guilt while still embracing accountability for their deeds. 10. Form bonds with successful individuals. It's intriguing how we instinctively recoil from someone who sneezes nearby, fearful of catching their illness. Yet, we often neglect to guard ourselves against a far more insidious contagion we encounter daily. Epictetus imparted a valuable piece of counsel regarding this. Envelop ourselves with individuals who inspire us to excel, as the conduct of others significantly sways our mental state. Some people can sap our energy and sour our day, while others infuse us with happiness and vitality. Thus, one of the wisest choices we can make is to cultivate connections with those who radiate positivity, while distancing ourselves from those capable of making us rue our existence. 11. Always be mindful that your responses shape your fate. Our reactions are not trivial. They distinctly delineate our triumphs or downfalls. Epictetus asserted this unequivocally. He enlightened us that while we can't select the events that befall us, we hold the power to choose our handling of them. Calamity may strike any one of us, yet it's our subsequent actions that carve out our path henceforth. For some, a divorce might signify a descent into despair and self-pity, but for Epictetus, it represents a prime chance to embark on a journey of self-discovery. Bear in mind, your existence is definite not by the occurrences you encounter, but by the actions you undertake. 12. Consistently execute your responsibilities. Every individual has a designated place within society and the broader cosmos, akin to how the sun doesn't require accolades or charms to ascend each dawn. Yet it does so unfailingly. Similarly, as every element in nature fulfills its function, we too must meet our commitments. Relying on accolades or gratitude to perform our duties is a disservice to both our community and ourselves. Understanding our role and recognizing that others depend on our contributions, it becomes our ethical obligation to act without awaiting external prompts or recognition. 13. Eschew animosity towards your detractors. Instead, disregard them. You stand vastly above those who cast criticism, contempt, and discrimination your way. Consequently, don't squander your valuable time harboring hatred for such individuals. They don't merit even a fleeting thought in your mind. We're counseled to not dread those who seek to injure us, as their vitriol is but a pitiable effort to inflict pain. Dismiss it and cultivate an immunity to their negativity. 14. Advocate for minimalism. Why embrace a modest existence when today we possess the means to indulge in every conceivable luxury? The rationale is far more straightforward and sensible than it appears. Opulence doesn't sustain itself. It demands dedication and considerable daily effort to maintain a lifestyle replete with extravagances. Conversely, by choosing simplicity, we liberate ourselves from the burdens of managing bills, loans, and credit card deadlines. 15. Don't let him bother you. When you let the remarks and behaviors of others impact you, you relinquish your autonomy. Anyone who can incite your ire assumes a position of control over you. Yet such influence only takes hold when you permit their actions to unsettle you. Epictetus enlightens us about the multitude of keys we hold within, some unlocking joy, others leading directly to emotional devastation. It's this latter key that we unwittingly hand over to those who provoke us. The antidote lies in erecting a barrier to shield ourselves from the influence of others, asserting that everyone owns their words and chooses what they absorb. 16. Camaraderie supersedes material riches. The real treasure lies in authentic friendships, as they are the ones who will stand by us if our tangible assets ever vanish. Hence, invest your time and energy into nurturing genuine bonds of friendship, and you'll be making an invaluable long-term investment. 17. Consistently derive value from circumstances. Everything that occurs presents an opportunity for benefit, according to Epictetus. It's not merely about having the chance to extract positivity from difficulties, but rather it's our responsibility to do so. As long as you possess intellect, you have the capability to identify and seize the advantages offered by any challenging situation you encounter. Consider a scenario where you're terminated from your job. Instead of succumbing to despair and cursing your fate, you're afforded the chance to embark on that business venture. you've been contemplating while previously tied to an unfulfilling role. Always endeavor to find the silver lining, as this approach, accumulated over time, will propel you much further than mere lamentation. 18. Cease fretting over the uncontrollable. You govern your beliefs, but not how you're perceived. Your aspirations and efforts are yours, yet the quantity of wealth or success is beyond your grasp. Thus, stewing over the elements outside our influence is essentially opting to squander time. Epictetus urges us to nurture the aspects within our capacity to change and to release our grip on the aspects we cannot, allowing destiny to play its part. Stoic teachings are not only immensely practical for daily life, but also equip us to face adversity with curiosity and resilience. In this philosophy, there's no room for idle dreams. The focus is on applying learned wisdom and progressing. In conclusion, I trust you enjoyed the video, and since you've stayed till the end, please share your thoughts with us and type Stoic Sanctuary in the comments if this is your first time visiting the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and for more Stoic wisdom, choose one of the upcoming videos on your screen. Embrace Stoicism. I wish you a good life.